What's cracking, console friends? It's about that time again. Here in Overwatch, we have a brand new hero, me, as Aikable. You know I have to make an aim settings video for it on consoles, of course. I'm gonna give you an overview here of all the settings that I have. Here are the numbers if you just kind of want to check them out really quick before we dive into anything. Here's your chance to do so. Just kind of check those out. And now we're gonna go ahead and break them down. See what all the settings do, why I picked those settings. If you've watched any of my previous aim settings videos, whether it be in regard to all heroes or a specific hero, you can see that they're pretty similar to what I play with for almost any other hero. I do make some adjustments for this hero specifically though. It is my duty to mention that I do use control freaks anytime I play on console. These are the nice Overwatch ones. These are pretty sick. They also have new control freaks that just came out. These are the Rush ones. If you take a look, they have like this nice curve to it so it fits in your thumb a lot better, and it's perfect for any game. They look really cool, they feel even better, so check them out. Code Aikable at checkout for those. These will improve your aim more likely than not. I never play without control freaks. Even before I was partnered with them, I always used them. It's a product I'll always recommend as a console player. Controlfreak.com, check them out. Let's just start off with the sensitivity. I do play much slower sensitivity with this new hero. I was feeling like his gun was very fidgety, and there was a lot of movement, especially with the burst rifle. You have to kind of have to time it well, of course, because you can only shoot it so fast, and that was kind of messing with my accuracy. I think one of the best rule of thumbs for myself is that if I'm kind of struggling with being accurate, knocking the sensitivity down is a good place to start when you're trying to be more accurate. So I lowered it. I usually play at about 45-ish. So I turned his down a lot. As I say in all of my videos, the sensitivity is the setting that you might want to change more than any of the other settings that I will cover here. I think people will always play on different sensitivities. You're gonna want to find whatever's best and whatever is most comfortable for you. One way I do that is just by doing some turns and trying to land your crosshair on an enemy. So you see I'm just doing like 90-degree turns. As I always kind of say, if you're trying to do 90-degree turns to land on the target, and say you go to do it and you land like over here, you're kind of doing it too far. Maybe your sensitivity is a little too high for you. If you start over here and you land maybe like right here, your sensitivity might be a little too slow for you. So you're gonna wanna test it out. Maybe even do like a whole 180 degree to try to land your crosshair. Maybe do the 90 degrees. Just try it out, see what's comfortable for you. Aim assist strength is the next setting, of course. That's how much stickiness, how much magnetic-y feeling you're gonna have when you get close to an enemy. I usually play at probably 90 to 100 maybe. So his is lower than most of my other heroes, and that's kind of because of the burst rifle. I feel like it was way too sticky and I couldn't track well enough and time the burst well enough with such a high aim assist strength, so I knocked it down a little bit. 70 window size. Aim assist window size is basically the area around the enemy that will start to track aim assist, right? So there's like some sort of invisible area around the enemy. And if you have a large window size, it's going to start tracking the enemy like right here-ish. If you have a small window size, aim assist won't start activating until, you know, you're actually within the target hitbox kind of thing. Basically, to break that setting down for you. We play with legacy mode off. If you want a detailed video on what that is, because it is a newer Overwatch setting, top right hand corner of the video right now is gonna link you to that video of mine describing that setting. We play with it off. And when you play with that setting off, you get this slider here enabled, which is aim assist ease in. Basically what this setting does is whenever your aim assist starts to kick in at the edge of an enemy right here, if your aim assist ease in is low, meaning there's no ease in, as soon as your aim assist starts to kick in, it's gonna be at full aim assist strength. And that can be pretty jarring and very sudden when you're coming in and out of the enemy's hitbox. So when your aim assist ease in is at a very high number, meaning there's a lot of aim assist ease in, it means your aim assist strength is going to gradually increase as you get closer and closer further within the enemy's hitbox, if that makes any sense to you. So I do play with my aim assist ease in at 20, which is pretty low. I have played Overwatch for a really long time before any of these settings existed, so I'm pretty used to having the aim assist pretty jarring and pretty abrupt, so I do play with it on the lower side. However, feel free to tweak that setting however you would like. Aim smoothing is like a weird, delayed, smooth feeling. It makes making sudden changes in your turning a little smoother, and kind of results in a delay almost. So it's a lot less fidgety if you play with aim assist on. I don't like that. I would rather have like an instant response when I'm changing direction. And the way to accomplish that is by having aim smoothing set to 0, which we do. Aim ease in is the next setting, of course. Basically what aim ease in does is whenever you are standing still and you're about to start making some aim adjustments, if you have a low aim ease in, you're gonna very gradually come out of the dead zone. You see how very slowly I'm moving, and then of course if you move the thumbstick more and more, you're gonna start to go faster and faster. That's because I have ease in. I ease out of my dead zone, if that makes sense. That's very important because if you don't have ease outside of the dead zone, as soon as you touch the thumbstick, it might like skip a little over, like more than you were expecting. You really want it to be buttery smooth coming outside of the dead zone, and with the aim ease in option that I have is set to, which is at 45 with this hero, that feels really, really smooth. Now usually I play with it at about 20. That's for most of my heroes. However, when I played with him at my normal ease in at about a value of 20, it was a little bit too fidgety, especially with the rifle, with the burst rifle. I was kind of going like this, for lack of a better example. I was just a little too fidgety with my normal about 20 value for aim ease in, so I cranked him up to about 45, and that just felt better for me. If you want it to be more fidgety, turn the slider down. If you want it to be even less fidgety, turn the slider up. With all these toggle settings here, you can see which ones I pick. The other important thing here is linear ramp. These settings do not translate. These values do not translate well if you play with dual zone or if you play with expo ramp. They do not make sense with those aim techniques. That's the thing with aim settings, is I can tell you all day how I would like my aiming to feel, but it's not always going to be the same to all of you guys. So it's very important that, you know, you take this with a grain of salt. I think this is a really good template, to say at the least, for those who don't know where to start. I feel like these settings are pretty much perfect. However, I understand that there might be some people who want less aim assist, or who want a higher sensitivity, or want to be a little bit more fidgety. In which case, please do tweak these settings to whatever you see fit. The things I want to highlight the most is 0 aim smoothing. I want you guys to have at least some aim ease in. I think that's very, very important to make it feel smooth and consistent coming out of the dead zone. And linear ramp. Those are the 3 things I would say basically to keep very, very similar to what I have here. The crosshair I have is just the standard one that I play with for most of my heroes, just a cross. I play with it on green because why not? And then for the specific hero settings, we have allied health bars on, compensation on, automatic reload on. Nothing crazy there. I never really touch those things. There's no reason to keep you guys watching the video any longer. I think that's gonna do it for me. I stream on Twitch at Aikable. Twitch streams are always a lot of fun. I promise you, you're gonna have fun. Come say hi. Check if I'm live right now. More content coming out each and every single Thursday, so subscribe if you're new here so I can see you again next week. My name is Aiko. Peace.